Alright, since we're now at something like a turning point for the first episode, I thought I'd let you take a look at this correlation chart we have here of the characters. At first, there isn't really any much interesting, but now that the first people have died, I think it's time that we take a look at it. Starting with Ushiromiya Kinzo, the aged head of the Ushiromiya family. Even though it has already been announced that he has just a few months to live, he is brimming with energy. Though he amassed a vast fortune in the past, he never made any announcements regarding the inheritance, which worries his children. He is strongly influenced by the West and is a rabid fan of the occult. His study is packed with mysterious grimoires. Then his children, Ushiromiya Kraus. His corpse was found inside a rose garden storehouse. The direct cause of death is unknown, but it seems the side of his head was smashed after his death. This is the beginning of everything. You see here where he was damaged and what you can still tell of his face, I guess. Ushiromiya Iwa, Kinzo's second child. She is hostile towards her brother Kraus and opposes him whenever she can. From issues dealing with the family fortune to the question of who will succeed the family headship. Normally she would have lost her place in the Ushiromiya family register upon marriage, but she managed to forcibly overcome this by having her husband take her family name. Ushiromiya Rudolph. His corpse was found inside a rose garden storehouse. His face seemed to have been smashed after death. He has a right to lament his ill fortune. He's almost entirely smashed, as you can see. Ushiromiya Rosa. Her corpse was found inside a rose garden storehouse. Her face seems to have been smashed after her death. I get to see her again, so I don't feel lonely. Sounds as if Maria was saying this. And the wives and husbands, Ushiromiya Natsui, Kraus's wife. She manages the household of the Ushiromiya family head in place of her husband, who takes little interest in such matters. She was in charge of all preparations and arrangements for this family conference. She possesses a strong sense of responsibility and a great deal of pride. However, neither her husband nor his siblings understand her very well, so her position is far from enviable. And Ushiromiya Hideyoshi, Iwa's husband. He took his wife's name upon their marriage and became a member of the Ushiromiya family. He therefore does not possess the spiteful genes passed down through Ushiromiya family members, and his bright smile is very refreshing at the family conferences. He started his business from scratch and now works as the president of a medium-sized restaurant chain. This chain seems to be growing and performing extremely well. Ushiromiya Kirie. Her corpse was found inside a rose garden storehouse. Her face seems to have been smashed after her death. She was chosen by the demon's roulette. That's all there is to it. And the kids. Ushiromiya Jessica, Kraus and Natsui his daughter. In the absence of any irregularities, it is thought that she will eventually inherit the headship of the Ushiromiya family, or technically her husband will. However, she seems to have no interest in all of this. She was born with weak bronchi and is sometimes assailed by sudden asthma attacks. Ushiromiya George, Iwa and Hideyoshi's son, an affable young man liked by everyone in the family. He is currently studying as an assistant for his father's company, and it seems he dreams of making it on his own one day. As the oldest of the four cousins, he acts as the leader and arbitrator. And our protagonist, Ushiromiya Battler, the son of Rudolph and his first wife, Azumu. When his father married a second wife shortly after Azumu's death, Battler rebelled and went to live with his grandparents on his mother's side. However, both of these grandparents passed away, and he has now returned to the Ushiromiya family after 6 years. This family conference is a chance for him to renew his friendship with his cousins after a 6-year gap, and also his chance to lose just about everyone of his family, it seems. Ushiromiya Maria, Rosa's daughter. Her father's identity is unknown. She can't shake off the habit of speaking like a young child, which often earns her a scolding. She has no interest in studying or making friends, but is very interested in things concerning the occult and black magic. Thanks to her excellent powers of memorization, she knows all kinds of obscure trivia. And the servants, beginning with Servant Genji. The leader of the servants who work for the Ushiromiya family. He has served Kinzo longer than any other and is the person most trusted by that old man. It Since he served Kinzo directly, Krause and Natsui think of him as being a spy for Kinzo. Servant Shannon. Her corpse was found inside a rose garden storehouse. It seems the side of her head was smashed after her death. Don't worry, everyone will be revived in the Golden Land. Servant Kanon, a young servant. He performs his duties silently and diligently, but is not so highly regarded as a servant due to his unsociable nature. There are multiple other servants with the On character and pseudonyms. He and Shannon just happen to be the ones on duty that day. Unfortunately. Servant Goda. His corpse was found inside a rose garden storehouse. His face seems to have been smashed after his death. How unfortunate. Apparently, he was originally supposed to be on duty in the guest house. And Servant Kumasawa. This elderly woman is a part-timer who, though she has quit her job several times along the way, has served the family for a great many years in total. She is crafty and more than competent when it comes to performing her duties, but because of her chattiness and love of rumors, she is not highly regarded as a servant. And last but not least, attending physician Nanjo. Kinzo's attending physician and a long-time friend. He once ran a hospital on Niijima, but he turned it over to his son and now enjoys his old age in peace. Now that Kinzo's constant suspicion has reached extraordinary heights, Nanjo is one of the very few people he trusts. Thanks to Nanjo's big-hearted nature, he has been able to continue his friendship with Kincho despite the latter's tendency to fly into a rage at the slightest provocation. And that's it. We are basically through the first Twilight. Killing 6 people, you know? But I'm thrilled to see what happens next. Until then. Bye!